given a ramp, A, B, C, all three numbers are divisible by A. So we can divide through by A and get another ramp. I'm going to call it 1R, and the third number I'll call R times S. And R and S need to be greater than or equal to 2 to make sure that those three numbers are distinct. Now, if this ramp sums to give a power of a prime, we can then multiply through by p to the k to get a higher power of a prime. And so you can see that once we've shown that this works for a power of a prime, we know that all higher powers of the same prime will work as well. I'm going to start by looking at powers of 2, and the first number that I tried was 2 to the 4. So I want 1 plus r plus rs equals 2 to the 4. Well, if I subtract 1 from both sides, this means that I need r plus rs equals 15, and I can factorise this to get r 1 plus s equals 15. Well, this seems to give me a few options for my r, 1, 3, 5, or 15, but we know that r can't equal 1, and 15 is never going to work here if they need to add up to give 16, so we can't have 15. So we have two options left for r, and that means that s would need to be 4, or here it would have to be 2. This actually gives us two different ramps that we can use to get to 16. We can have 1, 3, 12, or we can have 1, 5, 10. And both of those sum to give us 16, which means that we can create 2 to the 4 as the sum of a ramp, and that means we can get all powers of 2 higher than 2 to the 4 by multiplying through. So now let's think about odd primes. So we need 1 plus r plus rs equals p to the n, where p is odd. And we can do the same thing that we did before and get r times 1 plus s is equal to p to the n minus 1. And because p is odd, p to the n is odd, and so p to the n minus 1 is even. So we could just say that we're going to let r equal 2 all of the time. We need to make sure that s is greater than or equal to 2, and that tells us that p to the n has to be greater than 5. But as long as that's the case, we can then use 1, 2, and p to the n minus 3 as a ramp that will sum to give any power of an odd prime as long as that power of the odd prime is greater than 5. So we've shown that almost every power of a prime can be written as a sum of a ramp. In fact, there's only a few left that we haven't shown, and that's 2, 3, 2 squared, 5, and 2 cubed. Well, the smallest sum of a ramp possible is 1 plus 2 plus 4. And as that's 7, that rules out all of these. Those cannot be written as a sum of a ramp. So what about 2 cubed, or 8? Well, we can write 8 as a sum of 3 distinct positive integers like this, or like this. And those are the only two possible ways. And neither of those make ramps. So 8 is also not possible. So the answer to the question is that we can write any power of a prime as a sum of a ramp, apart from these 5 exceptions. We've solved the problem now, but you might be curious about which numbers can be written as sums of ramps. For any odd number that is greater than 5, we can do the same thing that we did before and have 1, 2, and then n minus 3. And they will sum up to give us n, where n is an odd number. And if we consider this sum, 1 plus 3 plus 6, we get 10. And this means that we can get any even multiple of 5. So we're left with the only possible numbers that we might not be able to create as ramps are the ones that we have already seen, or factors of 24 that are greater than 7. And that is just 12 and 24. And we can look at those like we did before. And this gives us that r times 1 plus s equals 11. But as r has to be greater than or equal to 2, it would need to be 11, and that's not going to work. We get exactly the same situation with 24. And so neither of these work either. So 12 and 24 are another two exceptions. And other than that, you can write every single number as the sum of a ramp.